Hi, William here. I'm doing an OU match versus Lyrykal on Smogon to test out my new OU Sun team. So the first thing I noticed is that he is running a rain team. So I'm going to start off with Gastrodon because he carries the HP grass. So if he brought in Politoed, which I was kind of wondering, I'd be able to hit him. He leads off with Starmie, which is pretty fine for me because I don't think it can do all that much. So I go for the Hidden Power Grass, and my Gastrodon is Choice Specs. So this will do quite a bit of damage. I'm hoping for a one-hit KO because that would be great in the beginning, but it doesn't. And I'm not sure why I switched out. I must have been afraid of something. Maybe the Hidden Power Grass. Yeah, I was afraid of Hidden Power Grass himself. So I do go into Scizor, confirming that he has Hidden Power Grass, as he switches into Big Sack the Toxicroak. Now you'll see that his Big Sack is going to be a real nuisance to me because I really can't do much to this thing. My Scizor is Choice Scarfed, so I just switched out because it was good. I go into Tucson, the Ninetales, just to bring up Sun because I know that his dry skin will end up becoming a hindrance under the sun instead of an asset, which I really wanted, but that's all I wanted. I really didn't want to risk my Sun yet, so I switched into my Vaporeon to take the physical hit, which he does maybe 25%. I'm not going to do the actual math calculation, but it looks about there. He's almost back to full health, but it doesn't really matter. I can pretty much tank him, so I'm going to go for the Wish just to figure out like what he's going to do, as he goes for a Substitute. And I'm not all that afraid. I know he can't hurt me much, and I'm thinking maybe he might have like... Maybe... I was wondering if he had a Thunder Punch on him, but how common is that, really? So I thought I was good. So I just go for the Wish. He goes for the Substitute to start setting up. Gets an attack boost and a defense boost, but it won't matter because I'm going to roar him out into his Cloyster. And so Vaporeon's going to get Wish, which will bring it back to full. And I was kind of stupid here. I should have gone for the roar again because, of course, Cloyster is going to carry Shell Smash. That's what it does. So, but instead I went for a Wish just again to see what he was in fact going to do. I'm not all that afraid still. I'm going to go for the roar this upcoming turn because I don't want him to continue Shell Smashing and sweep my team. He goes for the Rock Blast, which is going to do over 50% because of his +2 in attack as well as his Skill Link ability, making it so he will always hit 5 times. So that's that. I roar him into Tornadus, I believe. I've never used the Magical Genies, whatever they're called. Yeah, see, I really know nothing about them. So if I get the name wrong, forgive me. But he brings in Tornadus. Oh, I'm just gonna call it that. And I'm thinking he might switch, so I go for a Scald, just hoping to get a burn off on whatever. It doesn't do all that much, but I decide to stay in because he can't really do all that much to me. I go for the Scald again, hoping to, again, get the burn. That's all I was really hoping for. I do not get the burn, and this thing specially walls me, and I'm afraid of an Electric-type move, so I go into Fluffy as he goes for a Toxic, which it didn't do all that much. I mean... Oh well, Fluffy wasn't that crucial in this game. So I figure I just want to take this thing out, so I'm going to go for the Draco Meteors. He carries Hidden Power. I would guess Ice. Either that, Dragon, or Fighting. I'm not sure which one. I'm trying to think on a Rain team why he would have Hidden Power Ice on a Zapdos, so I'm thinking it might have been Fighting or something like that, but it doesn't matter. Because Draco Meteor will take Zapdos out. Thank God. But after Toxic, he's going to be at 50. He's going to switch into Politoed to bring in Rain. And then, as well as wear me down with Toxic, because now he's going to withdraw, go back into Toxicroak, which will take a Draco Meteor with a little bit of health left, but just basically recover it all with his leftovers and Dry Skin. So I get another special attack drop. I really wanted to take that Politoed out. I thought I would probably have outsped, and even if he did go for the Ice Beam, but he did switch. Oh well. And I'm going to die to Poison this turn, which is okay because now I get a free switch in. My -4 wasn't going to do all that much damage to this thing, so I would have had to switch out anyway. I forgot that Poison resisted fighting. I thought for sure that I'd be able to take this thing out with a superpower, but it didn't work because Scizor isn't Choice Banded. Instead, it's Choice Scarfed for the speed, which can throw you through a loop sometimes, I was thinking, because if you're expecting it to be really powerful, then the speed will kind of throw you off. But at this point in time, I was kind of wishing I had the Choice Band, because whatever. So I switch out because I'm not going to be able to do anything. So I go into my Vaporeon because Vaporeon has been known to be able to handle Toxicroaks. Yeah. This thing was a real nuisance, and I couldn't really do much until Politoed was gone, because my Victory Bell needed the Sun Up, and I couldn't risk it. So, yeah. He's gonna go for another Bulk Up. I'm not really sure why, since he knows I have Roar, but I'm wondering if he's gonna switch knowing this, so I go for the Ice Beam just to Ice Beam something. Maybe hoping that he sends in something else. Who knows what I was thinking, because I clearly don't. So next, I am going to go for the Roar, because he has a Bulk Up on, and I really don't want to continue taking +1 Drain Punches. So I'm going to Roar him out, and for some reason, every time I roared, his Tornadus came in. I don't know why. So at this point in time, he's going to switch out. I'm going to assume that he's going to switch out, so I am going to switch out as well. So he's going to go into Politoed, which is fine by me, because I'm actually going into Tucson, which means that my Sun is going to come up, and he's going to be at a loss. So that was a good luck prediction, kind of. I was thinking I'd be able to Solar Beam whatever he sent in, and to be honest, I probably should have gone for the Solar Beam that turn, but instead I go for the Substitute, and here I don't go for the Solar Beam because I'm afraid of him switching in Politoed and making it so Solar Beam is a 2-turn move, and which could give him an advantage. He could switch into Toxicroak to take that easily, or who knows. Instead I go for the Hypnosis, but I miss. And at this point I'm thinking, okay, Sub's broken, Hypnosis missed, I'm going to switch out, and I'm going to go into Vaporeon, because I'm expecting a Water-type move. Even though Starmie Hat could be carrying Thunderbolt, I do go into my Vaporeon, you know. And I guess he wasn't, or something, because he switched out. He goes back into his Toxicroak, which I went for the Scald hoping to get a burn. Dry Skin will happen, but it doesn't matter because he's at full health anyway. And since the Sun is up, Dry Skin is again going to hurt him instead. And yeah. So I'm going to Roar him out again. And again, his Tornadus is going to come in. And I feel like at this point, do I go for the Ice Beam? No, that's not till much later. Right now, what do I do? I watched this battle like 2 hours ago. He withdraws, goes back into Starmie, as I switch out into Gastrodon. Yeah. Yeah, I had this battle yesterday, and I've watched it like 3 times, and it kinda... I still can't remember everything that happened, so maybe my memory just sucked. He's gonna go for a Psyshock, which is gonna do a lot of damage. I go for the Earth Power, hoping to hit his Toxicroak on a switch-in. I do a nice chunk of damage, but don't kill it, and he can he can kill me next turn, so I switch out into Scizor, which will kill me off. I was hoping maybe I'd live with a little bit and be able to bullet punch this thing, but I didn't. But now I realize that the sun is up, so Victory Bell's speed is twice. So I go for the Leaf Blade, thinking that no matter what he does, I'll at least get him with something. In hindsight, maybe I should have done Growth, but I was afraid of an Ice Beam or a Psyshock, and it wouldn't have mattered anyway, because when he switched this thing in, I would have lost the speed, which means I would have wanted to switch out anyway. So, I am going to switch out. He's going to go back in to his Toxicroak as I Sucker Punch, but it failed. Sucker Punch would have done a nice bit of damage, I feel. So I do go back into Tucson, just because I can't really do anything to this thing unless I have sunlight out, and I'm more afraid of, like, I don't know. At this point, I'm just kind of sick of this. So I go into Tucson, and I'm hoping to outspeed. I'm hoping he doesn't have the Earthquake. I'm hoping a lot of things. He's got Substitute, Bulk Up, and Drain Punch. I haven't seen his other move. So I just go for the Fire Blast, which is going to be Stab and Under the Sun. So that alone is 2 times effective. But thanks to Dry Skin, it's actually going to be 2.5 times more damage. So that will finally take it out. I don't know why I didn't do this earlier. I was afraid of his Politoed. I really wanted to get rid of that thing. So I think I was focusing more on the fact that he had Rain and less about what would have been best to use. But whatever. I finally take it out. As he goes for a Hydro Pump, obvious Hydro Pump is obvious. So Water Absorb will get my health back. And so at this point in time, I'm at a pretty good situation. I'm going to go for the Scald because even though Sun... Oh no, it's in the rain. So Scald will be a nice bit of damage. It's going to get the Stab and Rain, so it's 2 times effective. And then not very effective because water types. So it's basically just neutral damage, but that does a nice bit. Unfortunately, again, I do not get the burn. And this is kind of pissing me off, because I've scalded how many times, and I haven't gotten a burn? Yet, when I get scalded, it's like immediate burn. Whatever. So I go for the Scald again, knowing it will finish this Cloyster off. And here's basically, I guess you could consider it like a Vaporeon sweep, because I'm gonna Scald everything. It doesn't matter what he brings in, whether it's not very effective or not, I'm gonna Scald everything. That Focus Blast hitting might have mattered. Vaporeon isn't all that much, like, in terms of special defense, I don't think. And he was choice Specs, so that would have been nice. And finally, I guess where it counts, I did get the burn, because at least Politoed was out of the way, and I wasn't worried about a Focus Blast. That's the move he went for. I wasn't looking at the game screen when this happened, so I was unsure what move he went for. But I go for the Ice Beam, which is going to be super effective and lower him down. And I almost kill him. He could outspeed and go for a Hurricane, but I'm pretty sure I have 3 other Pokemon to take him down. So he goes for the Taunt, not wanting me to, I don't know, wish or something. But I just go for the Ice Beam again, and that's going to be good game. So, in the middle, I was kind of playing cautiously, and that prolonged it, but good game, good game. Rate, comment, subscribe, PM me for a battle, you know, just the usual stuff. Anyway, see ya.